Hey, this is Jim with the AI Business Ninja, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about where I'm at as far as my moving towards getting 100 to 200 to 500 to $1,000 a day using ChatGPT and other AI tools, and kind of wanted to show you what I'm learning and what I'm seeking, what I'm finding out there, and I wanted to share with you a lot of these tools that where you don't need any experience whatsoever, and you can get started for free. So, with that being said, let me kind of show you what I've been playing around with a little bit. I've been experiencing a lot of allergies lately. Getting older is no fun, but I live in Georgia and a little bit north of Atlanta, and the pollen has been kind of rough this year. So, in me getting older, it seems like I'm more susceptible to allergies. So I was up sneezing last night a lot and sneezing a lot today. So I'm kind of congested and all that stuff. But I'm going to give it my best shot. I did one recording of this a little bit ago, and it wasn't that great. And my energy level was so down. I was like, you know what, I can do better. So I'm going to do it again. But just kind of want to show you where I'm at as far as learning this AI stuff, and wanted to share with you. So first of all, I did a few images with ChatGPT, and I created this basic. I just said, can you write an ad for ChatGPT and some of the things that you can do with ChatGPT, and then I put it into Sora, which Sora comes with is with the ChatGPT, the paid version. I think it's like $20 a month is what I'm paying, so it's not that much. But I mean, you don't have to have the paid version of ChatGPT, but when you have the paid version, you can generate more images. I think you're only limited to like 3 or 5 or so, I think, a day, or a certain time limit or something. But you also get Sora in a lot of other or a lot of other GPTs when you do the paid version. But anyway, I put the image. This was just a still image, and I said put this into Sora, and I said animate this and make it realistic looking, so you can kind of see, like, these little things are. I mean, there's some activity going on here. You can see people type in and stuff, so it kind of adds a little bit of animation to it. But let's see, I did that. And another thing I did, and this is really cool, and I'm going to get an affiliate link for this, but it's called Nvidio.io, and it is, I think there's a free version, but the paid version, they take the watermark off. But basically what you can do is you could go to ChatGPT and say, okay, write me a script for a video, and be really detailed with it, like, what kind of music do you want, what kind of like images do you want, any kind of text or any of that kind of stuff. And then you can take that prompt and put it into Nvidio, Invideo, and I think it's .io. Is the website for it, but and then it'll write, and it'll generate the entire video for you. It'll put the images in there. It'll put the video animation stuff in it. It'll do the voiceover. It'll do all that stuff. But like I said, there is a paid version that will take the watermark off. But basically, this is what it came up with when I asked it to write a short ChatGPT. Here's how you can make money with ChatGPT kind of thing. So,
exposing the secrets to making money online in 2025. ChatGPT.
I don't know why this is not showing up here. Oh,
new best friend. Freelance writing.
Hold on.
Turn words into cash by letting ChatGPT help you write faster and better.
Let's do it. Let me show you the video, actually, because this is not showing, because I forgot to share it. Hold on a second. You can tell I'm not 100% today. So, all right. So here's the
exposing the secrets to making money online in 2025. ChatGPT is your new best friend. Freelance writing. Turn words into cash by letting ChatGPT help you write faster and better. Website building. Need a site? ChatGPT guides you through building a killer website. No coding needed. Sell ebooks and courses. Use ChatGPT to create and market your digital products. Watch those sales roll in. Content creation.
So you can kind of see, there's a little bit more in the video there, but you can see that there was, it did the voiceover, it did some background, music, it had the, like, people moving around, and had images and stuff in there, and that was just, I did that in like 10 minutes or so. So, and that created like a video short or YouTube or whatever. So that's something I'm going to start really looking more into. But anyway, I did another ChatGPT one where I just said write or create a thumbnail for ways that you can use AI tools to increase traffic. And this is what it created. The traffic part's a little bit down there, but I probably could have gone back and say, all right, make the text more centered and in the frame. But anyway, that was a quick little prompt that I did. I did another one where I said, make a robot where he's using ChatGPT and he's on a skateboard to make it look kind of futuristic looking. And this is, and then I took that image and put it into Sora, and I said, all right, and I'll animate it and I'll make it look like it's alive. But here's this is kind of like the image that it made to start with, and then I said, all right, and I'll take this image and then animate it, and so this is what it did. Yeah, you can kind of see there it's it's moving. It's it looks like he's zipping along on the skateboard, but that's just kind of a quick little thing there. But let's see. Let's go back to one of the other things I did. Oh yeah, I did this little cat where he's like at the. I wanted it to, and this again, I started with ChatGPT. All these I started with ChatGPT, and then I took those images and I put them into Sora, and I said, all right, now animate them. But here's the image. I said, all right, have a cat that's at a keyboard and at a laptop asking how to catch a mouse and asking ChatGPT. And then I took this image and I put it in Sora, and I was like, okay, well, animate it like the cat's coming up and he's typing on the keyboard. But it didn't do it quite so good. It made it, for some reason, it looks like it's backwards, but I put it into CapCut, and you can make it reverse, but the image didn't come out good. But let me just show you what it came up with. But it's like he's going in reverse. But I played around with the the prompt a little bit and tried to edit it a little bit, and it kept getting worse and worse. So I was like, well, let me just start it over. I'll just see if I can maybe edit it later. But if you made this kind of go backwards, it'll probably look like he's coming up to the keyboard. But I tried that and it kind of looked a little bit goofy. But anyway, maybe this is like he's just getting blown away. But that's the thing with ChatGPT and prompts, in Sora and stuff. You have to really think about the way a computer would think, I guess, as far as the way that you write the prompt. But with Sora, there's ways that you can go in and you can edit what the output is, and you can edit like the prompt and you can make it recreate it. And I was playing around with that a little bit, but I started going down a rabbit hole. So there's another one that I was doing. I was like, all right, create an image of me with people holding a sign saying the AI revolution is here, and this is what it created. And you can see there's a me right there, there's me right there, there's me with hair, and this is me with hair and all that. So so that's what it created. But then I took that image and I put that into Sora, and I said, all right, well, animate that, make it look like people are walking, and this is what it came up with. Where is it? Right here. So as you can see there, it looks like there's people are moving and walking and stuff. And I just did one run through with that. Sora, it took about maybe 20 or 30 minutes for it to create this, but if I had more time, I probably would have gone back, and I could still go back and do it. But I can go back and I could say, all right, make it where the camera doesn't move up, but it's more level or something, and maybe it's panning back as the people are walking forward. But I think that's pretty good. It looks like these are real people doing a peaceful protest, I guess, against or for the AI revolution. But anyway, and then a couple other things here, just really quick. So yeah, I just did an image of me, and I just said, I did this in Replicate, and I'll do a video on that sometime here shortly, because I think that's a really cool tool to use, because you have to scan images of yourself, and then you can put it into any situation pretty much. So as I'll show you here, this is just me. I just said put it me leaning up against the office building. I just said me at the Grand Canyon, and I went to the Grand Canyon about 30 years ago. So this is, not me, but I'm sure the Grand Canyon hasn't changed since I've been there. And it looks like I'm holding a lightsaber or something. I don't know what that is, but I didn't ask it to put that there, but it just went ahead and did it. And here's me, like, I just said put it to where I've got the Empire State Building in the background. So, and I just said, like, put me in the camera or looking at the camera. And like, here's me. I've never been to France. Well, maybe I did when I was a baby, but I don't remember. I was born in Germany, actually, on a military base. My dad was in the Army, but anyway, so here's, like, this. It looks like I'm really there in France with the Eiffel Tower there. So that's on my bucket list on places to go one day. So, and then here's me. Looks like I said maybe look like I'm walking down Rodeo Drive or something, and this doesn't quite look like me, but I'll take it. I mean, it could pass like I'm really dead. And then I said, here's me on the Sunset Strip, and then I guess there's one more. I was like, here's me, another version of me on the Sunset Strip in California. Anyway, so it looks pretty real. So that's just kind of some of the things that you can do with ChatGPT and Sora, and that InVideo.io is something I'm really going to start looking into, because you just got to be creative enough to figure out how to write your script for the InVideo, and you can use ChatGPT to do that. So you can basically say, write me a video with these topics and emphasize this and with this kind of tone and this kind of image or these kind of video and stuff, and it'll put it all together and do like the voiceover for you and all that kind of stuff, which I think is pretty cool. And then, taking images from ChatGPT and then putting them into Sora and then making things animate, which I thought was pretty cool. So, but anyway, that just kind of wanted to share with you a little bit about where I'm at in my AI journey and in my quest to getting to $1,000 a day. But leave a comment on maybe where you are in your journey in this. And I'm sure there's people that are way ahead of me and people that are maybe just learning like me. I'm a little bit older, so it takes me a little while to learn stuff, but I'm enjoying the process here, and I'm sticking to doing videos every day and uploading them. Just kind of wanted to share my journey with you, and anything I come across, I want to share it with you because it's pretty cool and pretty exciting, and all these tools that are out there at the, we're at the beginning of this AI revolution, and if you jump on it now, you're going to be ahead of the game. And anyway, so yeah, to leave a comment, and maybe you've got some suggestions on things that I can maybe use to improve my, my quality of videos, or some of the things that I can possibly promote as an affiliate marketer, which I'm really trying to push. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. Please like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if not already. This is Jim with the AI Business Ninja, and remember, never give up.